when this robotic dog was the first to rush out of the landing craft. Everyone should understand that the rules of amphibious landing warfare have been completely rewritten. It is electricity. Film special effects. This is a real amphibious landing drill recently exposed by CCTV. In the past, a single beach landing was called a tragic martyr. The soldiers rushed out of the landing craft and were about to run headlong into the enemy's barrage of fire within a few hundred meters of the beachhead. It's simply using. Human lives were sacrificed, but times have changed. The People's Liberation Army directly dispatched this steel-willed man. Pioneer Robot Dog One Horse leads the way. First, they braved the thick smoke and rushed into the most dangerous minefield, abandoned area, and confined workshop. You think that's all there is to it? Reconnaissance, bomb disposal, or even fire assault missions? Good grief. He also able to coordinate with soldiers. When the investigation to the eastern fortress. If enemy activity is detected, a robot dog immediately launches grenades to create a smoke screen, allowing soldiers to take cover. Protecting and advancing will ultimately be easily achieved. Zero casualties beach landing. This human-machine collaborative tactic directly led to a 9-man infantry. The combat half of the soldier squad. The radius increased from 500 meters to 2 kilometers, and the firepower density increased several times. At this time, if you ask about those who were blown away, isn't it better to travel with a car while having a dog? But it's not as you see it. This dog can climb walls, able to cross pits and climb onto rooftops. Athletic ability is simply level 8. 30 or 40. A medium-sized dog weighing 1 kilogram can theoretically clear a vertical obstacle 1 meter high. Some models can even. Being able to jump to meters directly makes those who can't even get a card. If even tanks can't get through, how can tracked vehicles, with their massive size, possibly compare? They couldn't even get into the doors of residential buildings in Dalian, but the robot dog was aiming to penetrate the defenses of human soldiers. Capable of activity. All complex spaces possess. His unparalleled mobility is even more outrageous than his intellect. You think operating it is like driving a tank, with a driver, a gunner, and the train commander took over half of the internet cafe. Wrong machine now. Watchdog is like a game. All you need to do is give it It knows which way to go on its own. How to avoid the road. How to find a foothold in the ruins. This is all thanks to the array of LiDAR, infrared thermal imaging, and depth cameras on his body. They are in the dog's brain. A 3D virtual machine was constructed at that time. The virtual world lets him plan his own route, and as for shooting, he's even more ferocious. The aiming system is even more ruthless than game cheats, according to public information. The paper states that domestic technology can already achieve this in 3 seconds. Locking in 6 to 8 targets. No matter how fast your shooting is. Are there countries that are fast? Of course, there are people. I worry that he might not be able to distinguish between civilians and enemies and open fire indiscriminately. I've thought about this for a long time. First, he can use infrared thermal imaging. Like using LiDAR to see through your clothes to your bulletproof vest. The weapon is modeled in 3D to distinguish whether the one you are holding is real. Gun. It's still a toy water gun and open fire. Final permission start. Ultimately, the controls at the rear can be adjusted at any time according to the level of battlefield danger, such as if the enemy enters, the military headquarters will then directly activate Musa mode. If there is, in complex areas frequented by civilians, someone must be assigned to confirm the target. The most crucial point about being able to pull the trigger is that this thing is already dirt cheap. The price of domestically produced civilian version of the robot dog. Less than 10,000 yuans. What does this mean? On the battlefield, they were completely. It can be destroyed as a consumable. One is followed by 100, some of whom can even carry explosive packs without guns. Transform into an intelligent kamikaze pilot that can hit any target. So when the robot dog charged onto the beachhead, it didn't. It's not just a new piece of equipment, it represents a completely new combat concept. An era of intelligent warfare supported by China's complete independent technology chain. The rules that have moved from concept to actual combat on the future battlefield are being some steel beasts. This completely overturned the first public disclosure in a recent report on a CCTV military program. The image shows Kyoto carrying to 80mm individual rocket launchers and charging onto the beach. This indicates that the quadrupedal ground robots in this line have undergone a complete transformation in the 2 phases of amphibious operations. Equipment and application mode. The video shows the PLA Army's amphibious combined arms brigade carrying out its most advanced operations. In key beachhead operations, Langjin used 3 different types of machines with different functions. The formation carried 191 rifles, machine guns, and 30mm grenades in double 80mm rounds. Millimeter rocket launchers and other similar weapons have taken over combat missions previously performed by soldiers. The most dangerous job involves facing the enemy's counterattack firepower of 20 kilograms. Transporting backup ammunition, rocket launchers, medical supplies, demolition equipment, etc., forward in a timely manner. These robotic wolf packs have limited defensive capabilities but can operate on a large scale. The application of models can reduce casualties on the one hand and also make the process more efficient on the other. Breaking through the most dangerous beachheads has long been a standard practice for the People's Liberation Army. The robotic Lang Duo, previously showcased by the PLA, carries a conscious weapon. But this time, they directly developed a twin-engine version with greater carrying capacity and more ferocious firepower. Rocket launcher version. This is not a simple firepower upgrade. It also signifies tactical innovation in order to adapt the Type 08 80mm rocket launcher to, equipped with for groups of robots. The People's Liberation Army specifically developed a support frame for this purpose, the Type 08. When the single-use rocket launcher for individual soldiers is used up, it means that you can throw it. The quadruped robot has sustained combat capabilities. The capability was reportedly due to the extensive use of fiberglass and plastic. The weight of a single barrel of the Type 08 tank does not exceed 7.5 kilograms, and the weight of 2 barrels combined is less than 30 kilograms. The robot's maximum load capacity of kilograms will not affect its mobility. These two buckets can. To say that one can cure all. The Type 08 anti-tandem charge is not used. Easily penetrated. Half a meter. Thick reinforced concrete walls and brick walls about 1 meter high possess immense power, with a range of 2. The trajectory of the ballistic missile is flat and almost perfectly accurate between 100 and 300 meters. After being grouped, 2 to 3 computers can dominate. The road blasted open the sturdy beachhead bunkers, paving the way for subsequent actions. The troops' attack opened up a passage. Based on last year's review, it is not difficult to deduce that amphibious combined arms forces can be used not only in the ground combat phase, but also in other areas. In addition to various unmanned combat platforms, at sea. The same applies to the combat phase, for example, as previously revealed. Shu-100, a new type of unmanned underwater vehicle based on light. It possesses extremely strong underwater silent operation capabilities and can easily. Loose blocking of extreme group attacks can complete. Autonomous detection and target recognition can be achieved from concealed ports. Release implementation. The suicide mission, judging from its size, carried enough explosives to sink a large ship. Warships. Normally it can be used as a reconnaissance platform, but when necessary it can transform into an intelligent torpedo. In addition, there is an unmanned mine-laying system codenamed Ajax-002, which is equipped with a cross-shaped tail draft propulsion device for South Korea. Snail. Propellers can lay mines over large areas while traveling at high speeds. Zhejiang has completely shattered the war mentality of certain people on the island. The People's Liberation Army's fantasies, besides water. On the water surface. Unmanned surface vessels. One of its functions is to clear waterways. The mines on board are also equipped with rapid-fire weapons to clear small targets on the sea surface. Standard. In the air, it also possesses reconnaissance and strike capabilities, integrating the 11 shipborne attack aircraft. Human helicopters can. To provide fire support at any time. The large number of new unmanned equipment models mentioned above demonstrates the capabilities of the Liberation Army. The military has long been at the forefront of the application of drone equipment. Tactical application. The PLA is continuously maturing and capable of executing the world's most challenging cross-sea amphibious landing operations. It is said that it will become more. This composure will completely shatter the plans of certain individuals on the island to rely on. To exhaust the PLA's illusions by going to war. The robot wolf is a highly mobile and intelligent quadruped combat robot. Its overall appearance resembles that of a wolf, giving it a strong ability to adapt to different terrains and group cooperative combat capabilities. Special operations units and infantry units provide more flexible and efficient support. After a tactical vehicle equipped with the system came to a complete stop, it was used as a support vehicle. The 70-kilogram robotic wolf quickly. The vehicle demonstrated excellent independent deployment capabilities. This system is flexible. The different functional modules of the active group include reconnaissance and strike. Task-oriented, such as shooting transport posters. The unmanned unit has a combat radius of up to 2 kilometers and a single unit endurance of up to 3 hours. It also supports self-organizing networks with up to 30 nodes and group control to achieve true something. In a meaningful sense, battlefield information sharing and task division and collaboration are achieved through the use of general-purpose machine wolves. The development of this type of platform has the capability to combat capabilities in complex terrains such as human-assisted movement, climbing stairs, and overcoming obstacles. In complex environments such as city streets, factories, mines, forests, and jungles. Performance. excellent and capable of handling diverse combat and counter-terrorism operations, comprehensively enhancing ground capabilities. The team's battlefield survival and combat capabilities. Machine Wolf. It not only possesses independent combat capabilities, but can also carry and deploy drones to achieve integrated air-ground coordination. The operation demonstrated my country's swarm and wolf tactics. Swarm integrated intelligent warfare and cutting-edge exploration and technological breakthroughs in the swarm domain. China is currently actively promoting the construction of an integrated air-ground unmanned combat system for future warfare. Field shaping provides strong support from main battle tanks. From traditional heavy artillery to cutting-edge weapon systems such as high-power microwave lasers, and then to a wide variety of unmanned equipment. My country's defense science and technology industry system has achieved a high degree of integration and independent innovation capability. Upgrading unmanned equipment is rapidly becoming the main force in future warfare. In 2026, scenes from science fiction movies have become reality. China's independently developed military quadruped robot has progressed from its early stages. The robot dog that is well known to the public has evolved into a reading machine. Appearance on the battlefield. The robotic wolf, possessing extreme swarm combat capabilities, is not merely a name change, but a significant advancement. This signifies a crucial breakthrough for China in the field of unmanned and intelligent warfare, leading the way. A profound land war. The transformation of morphology from auxiliary reconnaissance to comprehensive independent combat capability. Leap forward in the development of Chinese military quadruped robots. The development path was clear and rapid. Early robot dogs mainly focused on positioned as soldiers. The auxiliary tools were used in the 2020 for China Inspection Golden Dragon 2024 joint exercise. They made their first public appearance. The phase showcases to basic forms reconnaissance and combat. Reconnaissance robot dogs, with their small and agile bodies, capable of entering buildings, jungles, and other human habitats. Dangerous areas that are difficult to access are detected by the onboard optical and infrared sensors. High-definition real-time video. Backhaul is hailed as heaven. Select working dog. The combat-type robot dogs, carrying automatic rifles, become mobile firing positions. In the city alley. It demonstrated great application potential in the war, however. The transformation has occurred in the last 2 years, primarily driven by the development of the China Ordnance Equipment Group. The latest generation of quadruped robots, represented by the robotic wolf, has evolved into a functional. A fully fledged independent combat unit has achieved a comprehensive leap in capabilities. Enhanced mobility. The latest generation of robotic wolves, 4 with 12 degrees of freedom. The limbs mimic the gait of a real wolf. Able to in the ruins. It can traverse complex terrain such as mountains and beaches with ease, carrying a load of 25 kilograms. He easily jumped 30 centimeters high. The obstacle course has a maximum speed of 15 kilometers per hour. Whether navigating city streets or charging uphill, it handles them all with ease. The more intelligent robotic wolf is equipped with the domestically developed and controllable chip. The combination of LiDAR and illusion. The camera achieves 360-degree perception without blind spots. More importantly, they have moved from individual intelligence to collective intelligence, capable of forming intelligence through data sharing. To form a shared vision of the brain and achieve autonomous collaboration and, with more powerful firepower, the machine wolf can flexibly change weapon loads according to mission requirements. Construct a firepower system with a combination of light and heavy weapons and a tiered structure. From the initial automatic rifle, the technology has evolved to the point where it can now be equipped with quadruple miniature missile grenade launchers and even quadruple rocket launchers. This means they not only capable of precisely striking infantry targets and also effective against light infantry. Armored vehicles, fortified bunkers, and even low-flying drones and helicopters pose a deadly threat. Threatening machine wolf. New tactical machine wolf for swarm warfare. The most fundamental evolution lies in their ability to fight in groups. They are no longer fighting alone. They fight not as individuals, but as a pack of wolves. The division of labor is clearly defined. Constructing the battlefield map, identifying and locking onto the target as the entire wolf pack. The group provides real-time intelligence on encounters with blood. As a marksman, you utilize the information relayed from the shadows to launch your rifle, missiles, or rocket launcher. The base serves as a rear base for conducting precision strikes and fire suppression against targets. Diligent protection. responsible for transporting ammunition and supplies, and even undertaking tasks such as evacuating the wounded to ensure the sustained combat capability of wolf packs. This integrated reconnaissance, strike, and protection formation allows a single robotic wolf to a group can become a fully functional micro-combat system. In actual combat, they can work with drones. Air-ground collaboration enables drones to conduct wide-area reconnaissance and target designation. The wolf pack, consisting of robots, was responsible for ground assault and precise elimination greatly improves combat efficiency and survivability, reshaping the future of war. The birth of the machine wolf, representing a new form of productivity and combat power, signifies a new form of productivity. Successful transformation into new combat capabilities, freeing soldiers from the most dangerous frontline missions. He significantly reduced the risk of casualties in urban warfare. They can be the first to storm dangerous buildings during an amphibious landing, quickly open up a path from the beachhead. In the mountains, in the jungle they can replace soldiers in long-range reconnaissance and ambushes. More importantly, the emergence of the robotic wolf is rewriting the rules of land warfare. The deep integration of infantry unmanned aerial vehicles and unmanned combat vehicles has created a manned and unmanned combat system. No one intelligent combat network with human and unmanned collaboration. This systematic unmanned combat swarm can form a fire network covering the entire domain. For traditional ground, the combat mode presents a revolutionary challenge to Niu Benben, who gave a New Year's greeting on the Spring Festival gala stage. From the machine wolves that charge into battle on the training field today, China's quadruped robots have gone through a journey from technological catching up to a remarkable path led by practical experience. The future will be driven by artificial intelligence and self-reliance. Further development of main control technology. We have. The reason is that this pack of steel wolves will become even more intelligence is more deadly and plays an increasingly important role on the battlefield of defending national security.